I never wanted someone to lose a bet so badly until I made one with him. Before we became close, Damien was the cool guy, the football captain, the guy dating the prettiest girl in school. I know, super cliche, but it makes sense. Hot guy dates hot girl. Simple, or so I thought. Last semester, Damien's grades suddenly caught up, and the coach was forced to bench him mid-season, giving the captain title to his best friend. That same day, his girlfriend Audrey cornered him in the hallway and dropped another bomb. "I'm sorry, but head cheerleaders date head captains. If you're not the captain anymore, who even are you?" she said. Just like that, he lost it all. The career, the girl, and the popularity. And it didn't really affect me until he got assigned as my lab partner. Damien showed up to class completely depressed. He didn't talk, didn't even try. He just sat there acting like his entire life was over. So for the first few weeks, I tried to carry us. I covered for him when he missed deadlines, made excuses to the teacher when he couldn't answer any questions about his part during presentations. I even stayed up late finishing all the reports he refused to touch. But after 3 months of this, I was exhausted and fed up. I pulled him aside one day after class and said bluntly, "Listen, I get that you're sad, but I'm not your therapist, and I'm definitely not failing this class just because you got dumped." And for the first time that entire semester, he looked at me and spoke up. "Must be easy to say for a nerd who's probably never even dated anyone before," he snapped. I laughed. Well, if I did get heartbroken, I definitely wouldn't be falling apart without even trying to win them back, like some coward. His jaw tightened. No one in school had ever spoken to him like that, but that didn't stop me. So I asked him, "You want to prove you're more than some bench jock? Get your grades up, then win her back." And that was the start of our bet. After that, something in him completely changed. He showed up to class prepared. He started asking questions, pulling his weight on group assignments. Sometimes I found him in the library reading books, working on homework, and I was impressed. I had always thought he was the stereotypical dumb jock, but he was so much more than that. He was determined, hardworking, and I really admired the change. We even started getting along in class, making jokes, staying up late to study together. Before I knew it, I was falling in love, and I thought he was too. Then one day, while I was walking past the gym, I saw him with her, his ex-girlfriend Audrey. She stood there leaning into him, twirling her hair, fluttering her eyes as she said, "Take me to prom." My chest tightened painfully. I didn't stick around to hear his answer. I didn't need to. I knew he'd say yes. I mean, the entire bet was for him to win her back, so why wouldn't he say yes? Still, it hurt. The next day, Damien found me at my locker and asked, "So prom, what's your plan?" I shook my head, not going. He frowned. "Really? Come on, go with me. It'll be fun." I slammed my locker shut. "I heard you talking to Audrey. I don't want to be a third wheel, so just go with her. Everyone expects it anyway," I said bitterly. His face crumpled up. "Hurt? You think I'd go back to her? After everything?" He shook his head and laughed. "So, who's the coward now?" I didn't answer. I just walked off. At home, I replayed the conversation 100 times. His face, the hurt in his voice. I didn't even let him explain. My mom found me staring at the ceiling and got me to spill everything. Her advice was simple. If you were wrong, apologize. Pride isn't worth losing someone who matters. So I went to prom, wearing an old dress that only made people stare at me harder. I took a deep breath and looked for him, ignoring all the snickering around me. When I got to the dance floor, I spotted him instantly, right there in the middle with Audrey clinging onto his arm tight. I felt sick. I almost turned and ran off, but I didn't. "No cowards here," I told myself, walking straight up to them. "Damien, you were right. I was being a coward. I'm really sorry for acting rude to you. You didn't deserve that." I felt my chest squeezing so hard I couldn't even speak anymore, so I just forced a smile and turned toward the exit. But before I could go, he reached out and grabbed my hand. I told her no. The second she asked, I said no, because I was already planning to ask you. He stepped closer and placed his palm on my cheek. I looked at him with wide eyes, my heart feeling like it was about to burst. "I don't understand. Why wouldn't you go with your ex? She's the reason you worked so hard all semester." He smiled, leaning his face closer to mine. "Why do you think?" he asked. "You like me too?" He grinned. Bingo. Then he kissed me, right there on the dance floor, in front of his ex, in front of everyone.